Hello and welcome to Midas Markets Daily News. Let's kick off your trading day with the latest financial news and market headlines.
Hi traders, this is Jason with the market update. The US dollar index slipped below the 100 on Tuesday as markets grew more confident the Federal Reserve will cut rates in December. That sentiment strengthened after New York Fed President John Williams and San Francisco Fed President Mary Daly both signaled that a near-term cut is still on the table, followed by Fed Governor Christopher Waller openly backing a move lower. With key economic reports delayed by the US government shutdown, traders are relying on older data. WTI crude traded near 58 on Tuesday, supported by expectations of a Fed rate cut next month. At the same time, caution around the Russia-Ukraine peace process limited downside pressure. Reports suggest the US has revised its 28-point peace proposal down to 19 points to make it more acceptable to Kyiv. Any breakthrough could ease sanctions on Russian oil and add supply to a market already preparing for a potential surplus next year. WTI gained more than 1% on Monday, tracking the broader rally across financial markets. Gold hovered around 4,130 on Tuesday after nearly a 2% jump the day before. The rally came as dovish comments from Fed officials boosted expectations of a December rate cut. Fed Governor Christopher Waller reiterated his support for easing, citing continued weakness in the US labor market. New York Fed President John Williams also noted last Friday that a near-term cut remains possible. Traders are watching upcoming US retail sales, PPI figures, and jobless claims for further direction. The yen strengthened to around 156 on Tuesday, recovering from earlier losses as speculation grew over possible government intervention. Over the weekend, an advisor to Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi said Tokyo is prepared to act aggressively to counter the negative impact of yen weakness. Markets are eyeing the upcoming US holiday period as a potential window for intervention, given typically thinner liquidity. The yen has been under pressure since October as fiscal stimulus plans and support for loose monetary policy drove renewed selling. Euro held in a tight range for a second straight day on Tuesday, trading around the 1.153 to 1.157 zone. New York Fed President John Williams noted that policy remains moderately restrictive, leaving room for easing, while Governor Waller said the labor market is weak enough to justify another 25 basis point move next month. Markets now price roughly an 80% chance of a cut, which alongside improved risk sentiment has weighed on the dollar and provided a tailwind for the euro.
We hope you enjoyed today's market outlook. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. Remember to join us tomorrow morning for the freshest news.